Well, people across the region and around the country are coming together to support communities in western North Carolina after the destruction left by Helene.
Which includes some special country music stars who will be headed to Charlotte to throw their own benefit concert inside Bank of America Stadium. Tepper Sports and Entertainment Senior Director of Operations and Events, Bonnie Almond, joining us. Bonnie, wow, this is exciting and the headline list keeps growing.
Absolutely. This has been amazing. And you're right, it keeps growing. There's so much support. Everyone's reaching out, asking how they can help.
And Bonnie, Jason and you were talking about this before we came on air here. How did this all come about? We hear that they actually reached out to you guys?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, if you know anything about Luke Combs or Eric Church, they are from these areas that were just devastated by Hurricane Helene. So they wanted to do something big. They wanted to do something impactful. So they made the call to Dave and Nicole Tepper and asked if we'd be willing to open our doors for a benefit concert, and obviously quickly agreed to be able to put this on and just do what we can to support our communities.
Bonnie, who takes the phone call, right? Okay. Take me back to this phone call from, let's say, James Taylor or Luke Combs or Eric Church. Hi, yeah, this is Luke Combs. Hi, this is Luke Combs. I'm trying to figure out, like, do you believe that it's Luke Combs? How do you verify that and go, oh my gosh, James Taylor's people just called. This is a real thing. How quickly can we organize a concert at the biggest stage in North Carolina? And then the calls keep coming from, Sheryl Crow and Keith Urban.
Keith Urban, Bailey Zimmerman. I mean,
how does that conversation go?
I mean, when you put two people on the phone like Luke Combs and David Tepper.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I can only imagine.
Yeah. The ball just starts rolling. Everybody is on board. Everybody wants to help. But that's exactly how it came about. I mean, Those two got together. And then next it's, okay, well, when can we do this? And how can we do this? And, we're here planning 3 weeks away from a show, or 3 weeks. And typically it takes our stadium team 10 to 12 months to plan a big stadium event like this. But you put those two on the phone and they've got aspirations. And again, like for the calls and everything that's, the impact of that hurricane. And these are our neighbors. These are, we're all from the area. They're from the area. And I think that's why there's so much more support that's following up on this. The additional artists, our partners, vendors, staff, and then obviously all of the fans and everybody in our community that wants to be a part of this. And so when you have something this impactful, it's just amazing how quickly this all comes together.
And Bonnie, as we're looking at the images there, the destruction left by Helene, you get why people are so ready to just jump in and help. But you mentioned it takes you 10 to 12 months to normally plan a concert of this size. I mean, this is going to be a heroic effort to get everything up to snuff and ready to go, but something that I'm sure that you guys are more than capable of doing. It's all hands on deck for this, right?
Absolutely. I mean, our stadium teams have gotten really good at hosting concerts here at the stadium, but there's a lot of partners. We've got 2 great promoters that are supporting this event as well. But to your point, I mean, you can't turn on the news or open social media without seeing the devastation. And I think that really is what's encouraging everybody to pour their heart and soul into making this such a special event.
There's a connection, like you said. When you look at the original JT, it is James Taylor, by the way, who at 3 years old moved to Carborough, North Carolina, just outside of Chapel Hill. You got Luke Combs, good old boy, Carolina, who's from Huntersville. Eric Church is from Granite Falls, just north of Hickory. Billy Strings, even though he's from Michigan, his biggest fan base is in the Carolinas. And so this is a 2-part story, Bonnie. Step 1 is the incredible concert that's going to be in a couple weeks, right? And so that's great. It's the second part that's going to actually be the impact, which is taking the money, taking the donations, and transforming that and really getting it to Western North Carolina. That's the biggest impact, is part 2.
That's right. And that was Luke Combs and Eric Church. That was their ultimate goal from start to even today. They want to make sure that every single bit of money that this concert can raise goes right back into those communities. And that's why we have so many partners coming out to help us. Atrium Health, Explore Asheville, everybody's coming to knock on our door and say, what can we do? How can we help give back? And even our fans, whenever they purchase tickets to our show, all of our proceeds are going back into these charities. And anybody that can't come to the show can still go to concertforcarolina.com, and there's other ways that you can help and you can donate.